The saga of the day before continues to make headlines. This time, it is quite literally the name itself, as the trademark owners for the name, who have largely kept to the shadows and remained silent, have now announced their existence with a public statement. And true to form, this latest chapter, much like the rest of this story, is dripping in drama. Welcome back to the channel. This is LtBuzzLitebeer, and yesterday, the owners to the trademark The Day Before fired off their first public statement since this all began back on January 25th, 2023. Now that's the day the second most wishlisted game on Steam was delisted due to this trademark dispute. Now since then, we've also seen recent day before videos posted and then taken down on fntastic's YouTube channel under the same enforcement of that trademark. But before we dive into all of this, and I do mean all of this because there's more than just this article, if you like what you see, please take a moment to smash that subscribe button, rate the video, leave a comment, and ring the notifications bell to stay up to date on all the latest with the day before. Hitting the wires around 10 a.m. yesterday, February 24th, was this Eurogamer article titled, "Calendar App Company Confirms the Day Before Trademark Dispute, quote, taking measures to protect trademark rights." What starts to unfold here is the very issue I've discussed ad nauseum here on the channel. January 25th, the day before game mysteriously disappears from the Steam store. This is initially met with a statement by Wolf, one of the head moderators on the game's Steam page and official Discord server, that it's a known bug caused by Steam's regular maintenance, and the fact the game will return to the store once the maintenance is complete. It never happens. We also have the Steam DB changelogs showing the history of the screenshots and videos being removed about 30 minutes prior to the Steam maintenance window, but it's initially very close, so nobody really panics. And then we get this tweet on that very same day, January 25th, from the official fntastic Twitter account that the day before has been blocked on Steam at the request of a private individual. They continue on and say that the name The Day Before was actually available at the time of the game's initial announcement trailer in January 2021, which it was, at least here in the United States. More on this in a moment. And then pay close attention to these final two pieces. First off, fntastic includes a link to the US trademark and patent page showing the initial application for the day before trademark, not made by them. Plus, they also splash a screenshot of the original trademark filing in late 2014 to early 2015 by Asun J. Lee. Very important name, by the way. Don't forget it. So now the highly publicized upcoming 10 minutes of raw gameplay reveal is delayed. Also, the game's release is delayed, this time until November. The sky is falling, again, for the day before. And the two fntastic co-founders, brothers Edward and Eisen, take to IGN and deliver a completely new version of the events, echoing the trademark issue, and that they had planned all along to announce the delay when they revealed the 10 minutes of gameplay, but since there was now a trademark dispute with the game's name, they couldn't reveal the footage and would instead need to consult their lawyers. Of course, that 10 minutes of, let's call it what it truly was, bare-bones tech demo footage did eventually air, along with an interesting 40-second short of someone supposedly playing the game live with a camera looking over their shoulder. Both of these videos have since been taken down from YouTube due to the trademark enforcement. And that gets us up to speed and back to this Eurogamer article, and of course this response from the trademark owners, The Day Before Inc. Now, I know this might be a bit confusing for who owns what, but I'm going to do my best to keep it all clear. Now, the owners go on to say that they first distributed the app under the name The Day Before in 2010 to provide anniversary count app services used in many countries around the world. They hold trademark rights to the app's name, The Day Before, and so far have recorded over 40 million downloads. Quickly breaking from this Eurogamer article, and I've done a ton of background on this topic, which I will elaborate on a little later in this video. Now, as you can see, the Day Before app is popular and well rated, has millions of downloads, and interesting to note that the app, The Day Before, shares the same name as the company itself, The Day Before Incorporated. Now, I had also previously confirmed the existence of the app since March 2010, and through there I also found the app's official site, which is incredibly basic. I'm guessing they're going for the motto that less is more? Back to the statement, and the company goes on to say that since the trademark registration in Korea in 2015, reference this handy piece of detective work provided to us back in January by all people, fntastic. Anyways, this company's held the rights, registered in the name of TheDayBefore CEO Lee Soon-jae. Now here's a revealing passage. Knowing that the game of the same name was produced, we are taking measures to protect trademark rights. Rights that they currently hold in Korea, the United States, China, Russia, Japan, Vietnam, and the European Union. So here they are admitting that they knew the day before game was being made. It had the same name as their app and their company, and that they were going to step up to protect their rights. Now, the next bit to their public statement is clearly aimed at this February 12th tweet from fntastic, where fntastic kind of levies some interesting accusations against the day before company, calling them the quote-unquote so-called owner to the rights, which is patently false. The day before company does in fact own all the rights, and you can see it in their filings. fntastic also says that the company filed for the trademark ahead of them in 2021, only attempting to take over the title after fntastic announced the game, and then fntastic kind of finishes up with the trademark owner, I assume that's Soon-jae Lee, and the fact that Soon-jae Lee has offered to contact and discuss the matter with them. Continuing on with the article, Mytona fntastic Limited has filed for an administrative trial in Korea, but the day before company was unable to expand on the ongoing proceedings. Pretty standard stuff here, not willing to comment on pending litigation. They finish up with a statement that they want to solve the trademark problem as soon as possible and continue to protect the app so that users can use it without worry. Now, based on what I know of the pace that litigation moves at, this could be an ongoing issue for many months, if not years. Personally, I don't know why fntastic doesn't just dump the name or modify it the days before. Issue resolved, move on, and try to deliver on what they've shown over the past 2 years. Of course, I'll link the Eurogamer article in the video description in case you want to check it out. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Ever since the January delay announcement, the trademark dispute, and that initial trademark registry pick that fntastic supplied us, I've always felt that there was more to the story than just what we were being allowed to see. So behind the scenes, I've spent the past weeks chasing breadcrumbs, looking for the more to this story. It led me to the former Mytona employee's YouTube video. It brought me to the 3D News article quoting sources within fntastic, and it has also led me down too many dead ends to mention. I've looked for any little nuggets of information I could find on the trademark dispute, but honestly, it was pretty much comms dark. So I tried to kickstart it off a bit, and I sent a message to the day before team, the app company, through their app support line, explaining who I was, what I was researching, and that I wanted to speak with them. As you can guess, no response. Next, I went back to the U.S. trademark filings, found the firm itself, Chorus Patent LLC, that handled all the trademark filings for the U.S. patent of the day before for the app company, and I sent the lawyer that handled all these proceedings a similar message. Hey, this is who I am, this is what I'm doing, and I would appreciate your assistance with a few items. Again, round 2, no response. But then at 1 a.m. in the morning on Friday, so this is yesterday, I got a response from that first email I had sent to the support line at the day before Inc. Now, what you see on your screens is the body of that response. And of course, I've grayed out a few details like the names and email addresses to protect those involved. But yeah, there it all is. Now, if this looks familiar, it should, because that is the exact same text posted in the Eurogamer article we saw hit the internet in the area of 9 hours after I received my response. At the time, it was 1 a.m. in the morning, I thought I was the only party with this information. So in typical investigative fashion, I sent a follow-up to the response with specific questions. I was sure they weren't going to answer all of them, but I wanted to at least give it a shot. What date is the administrative trial? Has fntastic or Mytona offered to purchase the rights to the trademark? And if not, would there be any figure you would consider accepting to release the rights? As our time zones were wildly different, I think it's 14 hours, I wasn't expecting an immediate response from their side. So I initially held off on publishing this email response because I felt there was way more substance to this story than this email was able to portray. And it's in those details that a true story is developed. Also, again, I thought I was the only one that had this response, so I mistakenly sat on it while waiting for the responses to my follow-up questions. Now, I don't know exactly what happened, but the timing of this email release and the fact that the exact same text is in my email as the Eurogamer article has led me to several theories. Either I was extremely late to the party and was added onto the email chain at the last minute that was being simultaneously blasted out by the Day Before company, or it was through my emails and chasing down the story that the Day Before company saw an opportunity to spread the word of their message, sent me their response, and then simultaneously shotgunned it out to various game reporting sites. Again, I don't know the exact order here, and I've reached out to Eurogamer and Ed Nightingale, the editor on the article, for clarification. Their article states, in a response to Eurogamer, which indicates they received an answer to an earlier line of questioning. Was it a response to their attempts to get answers, or was it a general blast they received and then posted? At the time of the publication of this video, I have not received any responses from Eurogamer. Now, as far as the legalities of the trademark issue itself, I'm not experienced enough with trademarks to give a professional legal opinion. The Day Before company, though, is established, showing up ever since 2010. They have trademarks in Korea since 2015 and have also successfully trademarked the name in many other countries. Did they see the Day Before game in early 2021 and decide to preemptively secure the name in May of that year, 7 months before fntastic filed their application and a full year after the initial Day Before announcement trailer? I'm leaning towards no. They didn't just try to snipe out the name from under fntastic. And I say that because if that were the case, why would they, this Day Before Inc., wait 4 months after the trailer airs to file for their application? They're obviously highly experienced with securing trademarks, and waiting for months doesn't tie together the theory of they saw the trailer and decided to file before fntastic. You've also got the issue that fntastic can't explain where they, or their attorneys, were contacted to dispute the name for their filing in the United States, and they never responded to any of it. The trademark office literally sent them messages that there were issues with their applications. What do you want to do about it? And they never lifted a finger. We know, we can see the receipts on the trademark site. Will any of this affect the court's rulings when and if this makes it there in the upcoming administrative trial in Korea? As new details become available, maybe the Day Before team responds to my follow-up questions, and if I receive a response from Eurogamer, I will of course post a follow-up video outlining my findings. As always, leave me your feedback and I will do my best to respond. Remember to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to receive all my latest upload alerts. If you could rate and or share this video, it would be greatly appreciated. You can find and follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and in my open community Discord server, links to all of which can be found in the video description and pinned comments below. Until the next one, this is LtBuzzLitebeer, signing off.